When I've asked parents what's their main concern when it comes to their child going online or establishing an online presence, the majority of parents say it's their child seeing porn or sexually explicit content too early, while other parents have mentioned online grooming. And since I've made a whole playlist around porn and how to talk to your child about porn literacy, now let's focus on online grooming, and in the context of the current grooming problem on Discord, a very popular social media platform. Because when it comes to grooming, it's precise, it's coordinated, and it's designed to manipulate children because children don't know how to be aware of it or how to identify it. I'm Kathleen, and I make videos for parents on how to have the modern day sex talks. For the purposes of this video, I am going to focus on online grooming, not in-person grooming. But of course, you can share with your child that it can happen online as well as in real life. And now, because grooming is defined as building a relationship with the child with the intent to manipulate them and sexually abuse them, the term is defined within a sexual context. However, Dr. Jessica Taylor suggests in her essay, Why Grooming is So Hard to Spot the Truth, that grooming is not specifically associated with sexual abuse because we are all groomed by our parents, teachers, our community to behave and act in a specific way. And therefore, teaching a child how to identify grooming in a sexual context is a huge ask. Definitely check out her essay. I've linked to it in the description below. But just because something may be difficult doesn't mean we just give up. Explain what grooming is to your intermediate age child. Let them know that some adults will specifically befriend a child and build an emotional connection with them in order to sexually abuse them. In the book, Conversations with a Pedophile, Inside the Mind of a Sexual Predator by Dr. Amy Hammel-Zabin, it talks about the lengths at which a sexual predator would go to curate experiences in order to build and gain the trust of a child. The book talks about the importance of secrets and establishing secrecy with the child, and how they start off with small requests and then maybe let something slip and then ask the child to keep this secret from their parents. Basically, this is the first of many small incidences where the child abuser is determining whether or not this child can keep secrets from their parents. How do you talk to your child about secrets in order to prevent them from willingly keeping a secret? First, identify the difference between a secret and a surprise. Surprises are hidden from someone for a certain period of time and then told. Secrets are meant to never be told, and that's not okay. Next, talk about gift giving. Some child predators may give small, simple gifts over an extended period of time. When you talk about gift giving with your child, let them know that when a person gives them a gift, it is not expected of them to do anything in return for that gift. The only courtesy is to send a thank you note. Secrecy and gift giving are two very early grooming behaviors, and we've seen this happen in online games like Fortnite, where the child abuser buys the child Xbox bucks and then asks for, in exchange for that, send me photos. Once those behaviors have been established of keeping secrets and gift giving, the abuser now knows that the child can keep a secret and is willing to do small favors in exchange for gifts, and they will continue with the grooming process. In an excerpt from the book, the child abuser acknowledges pushing small boundaries to see how the child will react. It starts off with cursing in front of the child and gauging the child's reaction, and then asking the child not to tell their parents that they had cursed in front of them. Next, the abuser accidentally sends them sexually explicit content by sending them the wrong link. They'll say something like, "Oh my gosh, you're too young to see that. I should have been more careful and not have sent that to you. You've probably never have even seen anything like that." Doing something like this makes the child feel like they're not too young and they can handle adult content, when in reality, this is giving the abuser a sense of trust between them and the child. All along and throughout the online relationship, the abuser is constantly supporting the child, letting them know that they are unique and so different, and that's why their parents and friends just don't understand them the way they do. They'll tell the child that they truly understand them and that they can trust them and tell them anything. Basically, the abuser here is trying to gather any bit of shameful or inappropriate behavior that the child has done in order to use it against them. Typical blackmail. Your child's now being told, send me a pic of your genitals or else I'll tell your parents about that thing that you never wanted them to know about. It can be so hard for a child to turn back now, because now they've built up this list of things that they knew was wrong, but then they never told their parents. So now this is just another thing to add to that list. Discord isn't the only social media app that has sexual predators lurking. It's simply the latest one that's been in the news. Discord is a chat rooms-like app that's been around since 2015. It has over 150 million monthly users, with the majority of its users being between the ages of 13 and 19. If you've got a teen on Discord or you have one that wants to join, here's what you need to know and the conversations that you need to have. Talk with your child about online grooming. Explain it the way that I've just explained it to you. Next, I suggest that you open the account with them and then go through the privacy and parental control options that are available on Discord. Go through the safety options with your teen and explain why you're turning them on or off. Tell them why you do not want Discord users who are not on your child's friend list to be able to send them direct messages. Show your teen the blocking feature and discuss various scenarios around when they may need to block someone, including a friend. Explain why you want to have direct messages scanned for explicit content. Remind them that receiving sexually explicit content as a teen is illegal in most places. And opening a DM and seeing extreme violence or something that makes you have a physical reaction is just unhealthy and it's not safe. Parents, there's no way for you to monitor your teen's activity on Discord. So my next suggestion would be to open a Discord account for yourself. Set up the account with your teen and let your teen know that you're not trying to monitor them, but you want to be involved in the things that they like and want to do. Parents, Discord ain't gonna be the last social media app that's gonna have issues with sexually explicit content and predators. And your child isn't going to learn about internet safety and online grooming on their own. If you want to check out my video on parental controls and internet safety, it's right here. And the link to Discord's parental section and privacy section and what they recommend to parents and users in order to use the platform safely is linked in the description below. Parents, I hope this video helps you to feel more prepared to have a conversation with your child about online grooming. And if your child is already on Discord, it gives you a bit of confidence to have a discussion around their privacy settings. If you found this video to be helpful, go on and give it a like. I'm Kathleen, and I'll be back next week with another video.